Hello everyone, Dark Icer here again, welcoming you back to our large ship survival build. I apologize for having taken so long in between episodes. I was having issues with my audio and video, so I have quite a bit of video that I'm going to be getting shot, and I should hopefully be getting these posted in good order. Let me try to get you caught up on the project. Here is our platform, very similar to what we had before. We have installed an antenna, and I did some mining. I have some test holes that I have drilled, and I've done a bit of work. I did quite a bit of refining, and then I got to the point where I upgraded my apparatus. This is the drill ship that I'm using. You can see that I made, again, some test drill over here, and we have some stone floating. But this is the important part. As you can see, I have finished with the 10 by 10 grid over the entire build, and I also have markers placed. These are spacers placed at each of the connecting points and all along the keel. I made some slight adjustments to the outside perimeter of the entire thing. As you can see, all of this stuff is heavy armor block. And the bow of the ship, of course, is going to be very important. It's going to be under a lot of heavy fire. I plan on having weapons facing in every direction, of course, since turning away from danger will not really be an option on something this big, even if I manage to get enough gyroscopes in it to make it highly responsive. It's simply too damn big. It's not going to be able to get out of the way of much. So this is my my current update. I wanted to let you know where I was at. As I had said in the previous video, a lot of the tips that I'm going to be giving you and a lot of the suggestions I'm going to make are perfectly valid for a creative build as well as a survival build, which is why I'm doing 99% of the mining and so forth in the background. I'm simply not I'm not going to be boring you all to tears with all of the mining and refining processes and so on and so forth. I still have to upgrade things. I've spent several days designing and laying out the new mining vessel. This is not what I would consider a survival exercise. I'm not on a planet trying to survive in hostile forces or anything like that. I'm simply trying to demonstrate the techniques that can be used for building large ships, and the fact that you can do large projects in survival mode. You don't have to be crazy, but it certainly helps. This particular portion, what I'm going to do, a lot of these videos are going to be somewhat shorter because I'm just updating people on what's going on. So I won't be doing a lot of the actual work on screen. As I said, I certainly won't be doing the mining and refining on screen because that would bore everyone to tears. This is where we're going to leave the episode for now. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to fill in all of the grid on the ship, and that is going to be the end of that particular segment of the project. As I had said before, you want to make sure that you take a project like this in stages, and you don't want to be getting lost in the project. Once you get to the point where you start something, then you have to make sure that you actually complete it step by step, because otherwise you will get to the point where you will either forget something, and then you'll have to go back and tear something out in order to get to some part of the ship that you forgot to weld or forgot to build. Or you'll find out that the idea that you had for building this or that part of the ship will not work, and then you're back to tearing out a large part of your stuff. So, thank you very much for joining me. As I said before, I'm hoping that I will have these in shorter order, and the videos themselves will actually be shorter until I get you all caught up on where I am at currently. And now that I have video and audio capability back, everything should be moving along relatively quickly. As always, likes are appreciated and subscriptions doubly so. I will leave a link in the at the end of the video to take you on to the next part. And I hope you'll join me. Thank you very much for watching. This is Darkizer, signing off.